And now, here is Volume 5 of my Zwerglipatch Diaries, The Fortune Vase. Oh, I love this one. Here is the introduction. Oh, when was it? I don't know. We'll soon find out, won't we? I guess. Oh, gosh. Way down here. Ah, this was written at Zwerglipatch, Sunday, May 17th, 2009, at 5:42 a.m. In the previous pages, I began small writings inspired by, for lack of a better word, slips of fortunes from fortune cookies that we had saved for many years and kept in the Fortune Vase, which is a wall-mounted vase that belonged to my Aunt Laura. When we lived in Manhattan, this vase hung in our bathroom. Whenever we or a guest felt that a bit of fortune was needed or desired, we would pull a fortune from the Fortune Vase. Recycled fortunes are just as good as those freshly discovered from a fortune cookie. Oh, the amusement and hope are genuine and move our little brain cells. Lately, when I sit to write, I feel my mind is a soup. A gourmet meal would be nice, but soup, as the pundits are quick to say, is nourishing. Each day I reheat the soup and partake of its many flavors, enjoying the rich array of spice in my life. Rediscovering the pleasure of picking a fortune from the Fortune Vase has added to my collection of soup spices I would not have thought possible. Yes, here at Zwerglipatch Cottage, the Fortune Vase hangs on the wall in the basement. I reach out, pick a slip of paper, and most times don't read the fortune until I'm ready to write about it, which keeps my soup fresh. Many times, of course, I have to correct the seasonings. Every cook, chef, enjoys taking a pinch of this and a titch of that to concoct a savory meal. Every cook is an alchemist. Cooking satisfies my chemistry leanings. The science of cooking is wonderful. One can eat one's creations. My mommy has given me her collection of cookbooks. Many of these are from the first decades of the 1900s. The art of cooking was, needless to say, quite different. When I consider what has changed in kitchens during my lifetime, and what has changed in nutritional attitudes, reading, and even following recipes from another era is a game that has to be modified. As I wrote, every cook is an alchemist. I enjoy using a mortar and pestle to crush the savory spices. My palate waters when I think of smelling culinary concoctions. Thus far, in this introductory explanation, one would expect that the musings in this volume are going to prepare one for a feast that fills one's stomach. Wrong! Food has very little to do with anything in this book. Food, whenever I write about such, is the pepper sprinkled here and there among the pages. The Fortune Vase has provided a springboard from which my mind can jump, or each fortune is akin to a pogo stick, for these are times when my mind and musings seem to hop up and down constantly in one spot and never get anywhere. I've always enjoyed pogoing. Last year, at a neighbor's yard sale, I was able to buy a pogo stick of good, strong quality. And I found I can still pogo for a short duration. As you and I know, the pressure on my foot is not that welcome. The sensation I still enjoy. I don't know why this is. Another thing to ponder and wonder and, again, be baffled. There are still many slips of paper in the Fortune Vase, and with each fortune cookie I open, I add another fortune to the pot. Many of the slips of paper in the stew are now yellow with age. Oh, be assured, I will always pull a fortune out and write about what it says. Curiosity, most probably, makes the reader ask, what becomes of the fortune once it's removed from the fortune vase? I have an answer. I write the number of the fortune on the slip of paper in the corner. Then I place the fortune into a vintage glass that has the map of New Hampshire emblazoned on its side. Now this map, when I saw it in a flea market in Manhattan, had to be bought because one of the few towns included on it is, yes, my hometown. Whenever I saw Little Hancock between Lake Sunapee and Manchester, well, I knew fortune was smiling. This morning, I renewed my subscription to New York Lotto. What would the fortune vase have to say? Here's an aside. From New York Lotto, I won $1. So much for that. Well, now, here is the first entry from the Fortune Vase. Oh, 77, I had it all ready, but I didn't. Okay, the date of this one is Zwerglipatch, Monday, April 20th, 2009 at 5:27 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. The first paragraph. Our bags are packed once again. This time we are traveling to Phoenix, Arizona, hopefully to see the deserts in bloom. Roy and Peter will be with us for 3 days of the week we have planned. Renee and I are looking forward to having a real adventure.